Hello and welcome to Inderes TV. Today I'm in the studio with analyst Arttu Heikura to discuss Puuilo. Hello Arttu and welcome.
Hello.
So Puuilo released their Q2 result last week.
Mm-hmm.
What were the highlights and downfalls in that report?
If I start from first, I have to say that it was quite good report, so there were no, or the downfalls were there were no downfalls. But revenue growth was about 15%, and majority of it came from new stores. So like-for-like growth was like 2% or something like that. Positive thing is that customer visits grew like-for-like 5%. So why the net sales grew slower than the customer visit is that the price points or the average basket size was a bit down, which is it can be explained by the fact that customers don't buy items that have high price points at the time because the consumer purchase power is low at the moment. Profitability improved with improved gross margin, and also the cost efficiency was quite good. So the EBITDA margin was over 20%. So very good profitability.
Yeah, so strong overall and even slight growth in like sales and just the economic situation of the people who are buying the product.
Yeah,
is visible.
that I have to say that in general the durable market has been declining, and the fact that Puuilo grows like 2% is very good performance.
So, like you said, the revenue grew both in new and existing stores, and so did the comparable customer volumes. Why do you think Puuilo is performing so well in such a challenging market?
I think it's the fact that the concept is working at the moment. So there is I don't know how to say it, but Puuilo is positioned to the market so well that it has lower price points but still a very attractive assortment.
Yeah.
So Puuilo, when it starts with a new store in a new city, it gains market share with lower price points, but also with quite exciting assortment, and it's not that dependent on the construction market. So it also has some other categories that are not linked into the constructions and renovation and like that.
Yeah, so people buy stuff even if the construction market is slow. There are other products that. So 4 new stores were opened in Q2, and compared to last year, there's 7 more stores in the quarter. Is there going to be more store openings now in H2? And when do you expect the network to be sort of saturated, fully built?
So there will be new stores in H2. I think 3 was the count. And at the moment, or at the end of this year, Puuilo has, if I remember correctly, 49 new stores in total. So they are targeting over 70 store network. So there is still room for growth. But as closer as it gets to the 70, it is more hard to find suitable work and suitable locations. So they have to go to smaller cities, and then the revenue impact is not that big compared to like Helsinki or Vantaa.
Of course, yeah.
But we will see that.
But 70 or 70 plus is the target in total.
It is the target, and previously they had 60 store target. So in spring or in early summer they revised that target.
So they raised, yeah.
Yeah.
So now in Q2 the company revised its H2 guidance, and the reasons behind it was, for instance, changes in the VAT rate, purchasing power, and consumer confidence, of course. Are you worried about these factors for Puuilo?
Not that worried, because I think, as I said, Puuilo is well positioned to the market, and of course, if the VAT rate increases, it can have an impact to the products that has a higher price points. But when we look at Puuilo's position in the price segments, so majority of Puuilo's revenue comes from price points lower than 20 euros. And the impact to lower than 20 euro products is so minor that I don't think that is the decision maker for a customer that I won't buy that because the price increased like a few cents. So yeah, the low consumer confidence can have an impact, and I think it has had an impact, which is seen today as a decline in higher price points sales. But I think Puuilo is well positioned to the market at the moment.
Yeah, so as long as they offer the sort of cheaper products that people want to buy, there's going to be traffic.
Yeah.
So what about the outlook for the rest of this year and next year?
So the outlook was, Puuilo will grow, and I don't remember the correct numbers. Was it like 38 to 400 euros revenue, and the EBITDA target was something like 16%. There is also a range, but I don't remember the number correctly. But
it's in the report. So
around 16% EBITDA margin, which is very good level, and I think it is achievable quite simply with the new store openings and like-for-like growth 0 to 5%. So it is achievable. Yeah.
Do you expect next year to be even stronger?
It kind of depends on the consumer sentiment.
Yeah, of course.
So Puuilo will continue its growth or store expansion, 5-6 new stores per year. But how the consumer will recover from the
the weaker times,
recession and weaker times, so it kind of impacts to the like-for-like growth.
Yeah.
So in history, Puuilo has made like-for-like growth around 5%. So it kind of depends on the consumer situation. But I think that Puuilo will grow and will gain market share, even if the market doesn't recover as we expect in the H2 next year.
Yeah. So growth expected in any case, but depending on what the economy does and how people behave, it might be stronger.
And the profitability, it will remain on a good level, so around 16%. But if the market recovers fastly, it can be also higher.
Yeah. Well, there is a lot of peers for Puuilo in the market, and of course a lot of Nordic competitors have been coming to Finland and expanding. Is there a risk that this would start eating away on Puuilo's market share? Do you see any worries there?
So Puuilo has been the one that has eaten the market, and also it can have an impact to Puuilo when the Puuilo has to go places that are not the most suitable for the concept and like that. So I think that there is players that can be a threat to Puuilo.
Yep.
For example, Jula has kind of the same concept than Puuilo, but it differs from some perspectives. But they kind of have the same assortment.
Yeah.
So there comes competition. And also Motonet is quite familiar or close competitor for Puuilo. And also Biltema, which is also expanding its store network quite aggressively. So there is kind of competitive pressure coming to the market. But I think that, I will repeat myself, but I think that Puuilo is well positioned to the market. One factor that can impact from the market recovery is that consumers will start DIY projects like renovating house or bathroom or something like that. So then they will go to stores that has more like construction materials, like K-rauta. So K-rauta also has products that Puuilo sells. So there can be a situation that when the customers go find materials from K-rauta, so also they can pick some equipment and
that they would otherwise maybe buy in Puuilo.
Of course. But we'll see that.
Yeah, and Puuilo is very focused on Finland for now. It's not planning to expand in other countries.
Yeah. I had some thoughts before the strategy update that they might have an ambition to expand to other countries, but it seems that they have still room for growth in Finland, and they will look at option. And later, when the around 70 stores is achieved, I think that then is the time to think about the internationalization. But
so for now, at least, but could be coming once the network
it could be.
And then finally, what does the valuation look like, and what's your recommendation at the moment?
The valuation is somewhat high for this year and coming year. But when we look at the earnings growth potential for Puuilo, and given the 5-6% dividend yield, we see that the higher valuation is justified. And then we see that the expected return is quite attractive with the earnings growth and dividend yield. So our recommendation is now accumulate.
So still on the positive side.
On a positive side, yes.
So expecting some growth and positive valuation, you can find the report at inderes.se.